welcome. My name is Chris from ChristopherHole.com, and what we're going to be talking about in this series of videos is disc herniation. We're going to look at the actual disc herniation first. We're then going to look at some common causes for disc herniation, and then finally, in the last video, we're going to look at some solutions on how we can overcome disc herniation, how we can prevent it, and I'll start giving you some ideas of what you can sort of bring into your everyday life that can sort of stave away or overcome, prevent your disc herniation from coming back again. So, first of all, we need to understand what is a herniated disc. Now, for most people watching this, you may well know, you may have been to the doctor, you may have had an x-ray, you may have an understanding of what the disc herniation is. But what we're going to do now is just look at this normal disc, the one on the left-hand side, and you can see there's a sort of a border or an outer edge or a wall that sort of lines the outside of the disc. And then what we've got in here is like a gelatinous fluid. Now this gelatinous fluid obviously needs to stay inside of the disc. Now through improper use, which is what we're going to talk about in the next video, what starts to happen is the fluid starts to sort of push its way through the wall of the disc, and then over time it keeps getting pushed against the wall, pushed against the wall, pushed against the wall, pushed against the wall, and then eventually it breaks through the wall and touches on the nerve. And this is the part where you experience the pain, and this is the part where you can be, I don't know, led out on the floor for 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever it might be. But the main thing is this is where you experience the pain. It's that gelatinous fluid touching on the nerve. Now, what's happening here is our gelatinous fluid, through improper use of the spine, is being pushed against or concentrated against certain areas of the disc. And what we need to be able to do with our movement and with our exercise is to be able to distribute the pressure that the fluid is putting on the wall evenly across the whole thing. Because as you can see here, it's just being concentrated down through that one area. So what we want to be able to do is, if I was to be able to draw arrows with regards to pressure, it would want to be all the way around. So we're evenly distributing the pressure of the fluid all the way around the wall. So if I was to use a number for this, for instance, let's say to push through the wall of the disc, there would need to be 100 units of pressure. Okay. Now, if this is happening and we're improperly using our spine, what's going to happen is those units of pressure, let's say 100 units of pressure, is going to be pushing against that one area. Now obviously 100 units of pressure, that could be quite a lot, and eventually it's going to keep breaking through and it's going to touch on the nerve. Now if we use our spine properly, and I'll explain all of this as we go through the next video and the final video, but basically we want to distribute that pressure. So we want to distribute that 100 units of pressure all the way around. So we might have 10 units of pressure pressing against this bit, another 10 pressing over here, another 10 pressing over here, another 10 pressing over here, another 10 pressing here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, which will add up to 100, but because it's being distributed evenly, what's happening is it's not breaking through the different parts of the wall, because it's only 10, let's say 10% of the pressure, or 10 units of pressure pushing on the wall, not 100 going through one localized, very specific part. So what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to look at sort of the common causes. So obviously that's what's going on sort of physiologically in your body. What we're now going to look at is what we are doing practically within our lives to cause this to happen. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching. I will speak to you in the next video.